Good morning. It's 6:40 on Tuesday, June 21st. T squared is taking a shower and getting ready. I already took a shower this morning. Been up off and on since about 4:30, and finally about 6:10, 6:20 gave up and decided to get up, get dressed, pack my gear. Just charging up some batteries, last minute stuff, and hopefully we'll get a ride from Ron and start our hike. Other than that, so far the day's going good. It's early, but looking forward to getting out there again and hiking. I'll check in from the trailhead with you guys. Good morning, 9:15 Tuesday morning. The trail we just started. We just left the parking lot. Ron dropped us off, and we're heading up to Springer Mountain. And I'll check in from there again. But the weather's really, really nice. It's cool. There's a nice breeze. We got shade here. Just really good. It's been dry here lately, according to Ron, so water will be an issue. And there's several crossings that we come to, so we'll try to take advantage of water when we come to it. Other than that, just watching out for snakes, who have been numerous sightings according to him, and issues of them being on the trail in the sun warming up. So we'll see what happens. Check back in when I get to the top. Okay, I'm at the junction between the Benton-MacKay Trail and the Appalachian Trail. So I got about 0.3 left to go to get to the top of Springer. So I've kind of lost T squared. I don't know where he went. He fell behind a little bit. He's going a little slower, so I'm gonna head up to the top and I'll wait from there, and I'll catch up with you guys then. So here we are filtering water. That's my Sawyer squeeze. That's the best flow rate we were able to get. It's actually picked up. I think it was just sitting too long. But to me, that's really too slow. And I would have stayed with my Catadine Be Free filter. T squared has a mini Sawyer squeeze, and it was actually coming out probably in drops per minute, as opposed to gallons or liters or even ounces. So it was even worse. So we decided to try the Sawyer filter again. So it's flowing, but to me that is really too slow. So we're looking at, or at least I'm looking at, possibly at Neal's Gap replacing the water filter, and I think we'll get better flow rate. Well, hello, just checking in. It's noon now. We're at mile 2.9, Stover Creek. We just stopped. We grabbed a little bit of water, taking a little break, and we're going to continue on. So that's it. Did the Sawyer squeeze, which I feel maybe the filter needs to have some water pushed through it to flow a little faster. I felt like it went a little slow. I think if I was using my Catadine Be Free, it would have been faster. So, but my test shows that the Sawyer squeeze is faster, so I'm going to try and stick with it, get used to it. Other than that, nothing else going on. This is the creek here, and a little footbridge made out of a tree trunk, a log, that you cross. Oh, now you let me get close. Maybe you're tired. We decided to stop off here at Long Creek Falls. There's a couple of other people here, about 8-9 other people, and pretty popular spot here. But obviously, if you want to cool down, you can go cool off, and you can also get water. Well, hello, it's 4:30. Just arrived at the Hawk Mountain shelter, and we're gonna camp here. There's several other hikers here, or campers I should say. There's a group of 4 young men and look like another 2, either a family or a couple further out. I'm gonna find a tent site in the back, in the rear of the shelter, and there is a food storage box here, bear box. And I'm gonna find a place. I'm just gonna start setting up. So T Squared is sitting in the shelter. He's about done. Okay, let me go find a spot and I'll set up. Check in later. How's this ER? I'm not gonna let them get me. How's that? Keeps them from falling. There's my first snake. Got my attention. I was setting up, about to set up my tent here, and I'm assuming that's a rat snake. I'm assuming he's shedding in the back. It's not a rattler. No. It's a rat snake, probably, right? Do I have a big...
You got red there.
Yeah, the thing. I feel gonna have to do something with the straps. I was gonna set up over here.
We're gonna set up here?
I was gonna set up right here. So I don't know if you want to set up. You can hear the scales going across the leaves. Those are my sticks. They're my sticks. What he's doing, he's licking the tree almost, it looks like. Well, it's 4:45. I was going to try and set up my tent in this area here, and looks like I got a temporary resident here slithering along the floor. Looks like he just shed. I'm assuming that's not a rattler at the end. I'm assuming that's skin. That he's still stuck on. So he's got a new skin. And he's quite long. He's probably at least 2 to 3 feet. Pretty thick. Usually I'd be afraid. I'm getting better, I guess. And I believe it's a rat snake because it's all black. But I don't know my snakes well enough to know that. I'm sure someone else will. There's white on the bottom, it looks like. But it's all black. Very shiny. So, you can see my pack there. I had put it down because I was going to set up. Then it's weird. I don't know if he... See the military aircraft in the background. It's a helicopter. This is where the Rangers do their training, due to the mountainous terrain. Sometimes you'll hear gunfire or artillery as well. Okay, the snakes kind of moved off. I put my tarp down, or my undercloth I'm going to try. This is a Tyvek ground cloth. First time I'm using it. We'll see how that goes. I hope he doesn't come back here. He's kind of, I guess he's hunting. So I'd just like to point out that I did not forget my tent stakes. Those are my new tent stakes. They're blue, and they're from Z-Packs, so they're very light, and we'll see how they work out. But at least I didn't forget them. So let's see what we can do here. Good evening. It's 10 after 7. Completed dinner. Just putting our stuff away. We've gotten water, so we're all set for bed. Our tents are set up. I have stored our food. There are bear boxes. There's one there, and then there's one on this side as well. You can see it further down there. It's kind of hard to see, but trust me, there's another one over there. You can see the striping. Let me get it. There, you can see there's another bear box over there. However, the problem I have with bear boxes are they're on the ground, and they usually have holes cut in them for drainage in case something spills or leaks in there. And the problem is, if there are mice, they generally know that that's where food is, and they go there. I have no idea if there's any mice that go in the bear box. However, according to gut hooks, there is a mouse a couple of days ago that was at this shelter. So I'm going to err on the side of caution and assume that there's probably mice in this area. Not to mention I saw that nice snake, which hopefully he's taking care of the mice in the area. But just to be on the safe side, I have decided that I am going to hang my food using the bear cables that are here. Same thing I've done last time I stayed here years ago, before there were bear boxes. So that's what I'm doing. And we'll see what's going on tomorrow. May have some developments. T-Square is not feeling too good. He may have gotten a little dehydrated today, or obviously George is rough. So we'll see what we do. I may reach out. We may decide to get off trail tomorrow if he doesn't feel any better. Right now he's feeling pretty bad. We've given him some. I gave him some more hydration and some salt and things like that, and made him eat some food. And he's been drinking water. But there's a possibility that we may end up getting off trail in the morning. So we'll probably make a decision in the next 10-15 minutes and reach out and see if we can get a ride or not. So I'll let you know. Take care. Well, good evening. Figured I'd do a wrap up. It's 8 o'clock now. Inside my tent. I changed my shirt. I put on my sleeping shirt, which I'm probably going to wear tomorrow to hike with, actually. Spoke with T-Squared. He's not doing well. Believes he might have gotten a little dehydrated today. He's definitely feeling the heat, humidity, and the exertion, and he's just not doing well. He's not having a good time. He's not enjoying himself, and he was not feeling well. I gave him some electrolytes. He didn't bring any electrolytes. I gave him, he had like 1.5 liters of water with electrolytes. He's feeling a little better. I gave him some of my fast chews that I usually bring, which also have more electrolytes in them. And he's definitely feeling a lot better now. So I don't know if that was the problem or not, but I think that's probably part of it. Obviously, it's very physical. I always tell people, Georgia is no joke. I think it's pretty hard trail. We did about 9, probably close to 10 miles today. It's 8.1. We did the extra mile up to Springer, and then we also did the side trail, which is probably like 9.5. I don't think we did anything more than that. But I'll say it's 9.5. Very, very hot and humid. The morning was good, but the breeze kind of stopped, or at least wherever we were. There was no breeze after 10 o'clock or so, and it was really hot. The falls was great. We were both commenting how cool it felt there. He's like, it felt like air conditioning because the temperature had to be at least 10-15 degrees lower there, and that water probably was really good. There was a gentleman there that I stopped to talk to, and I'm really bad. I forget to ask people their trail names and what they're doing, but we had a discussion about hiking. He's doing the Benton McKay Trail. Anyway, had a great conversation, but getting back to it, it was really good there. We probably stopped close to an hour. We're both having trouble with our filters, our Sawyer filters. So I'm not going to say it's the Sawyer filters bad. I think that my filter probably sat for a while and it probably dried out. And the fibers don't do well when they dry out. You have to keep them wet so that water can go through them. So I had made up my mind that if I got to Neal's Gap, I was going to purchase a new water filter. Either another Sawyer or probably go back to the Ketadine Be Free. And that's probably what I'm going to do. I'll see. I was working way too hard to get the water. And T-Square's Sawyer Squeeze Mini basically failed it all. It was coming out in drips. I mean, literally drop by drop by drop. I think we would have been sitting here forever to get a liter of water out. Even as it was, it probably took over 2 to 3 minutes, maybe even longer, just for me to fill up my 700 milliliter bottle. It was just way too hard. The C-Knock bag to me failed on me. It kept popping open when I was squeezing it, maybe because I had to put so much pressure to get the filter to work that it was too much. But the seal kept on opening. Twice it opened and spilled on me, and I lost water. So definitely not happy with that either. So for those reasons, I may go back to the Be Free filter. Well, but the bottom line is T-Squared has decided that really this is, he's not having fun, he's not feeling well, and he really made the decision that he'd like to get off the trail. So I already reached out to the hostel around the bend, and they are going to come pick us up at 8:45 in the morning at the next road, which is about a half mile away from here. There's a parking lot where there's trail access. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to get picked up in the morning. We'll get up in the morning, pack our gear, walk the half mile, and await our ride. And we'll probably start driving home. So unfortunately for us, it looks like this trip is really at an end. I'll still make a video anyway tomorrow. It'll be a half mile hike, and I'll show me packing up my gear maybe and just getting out and getting picked up, and we'll start to drive home. Did have a good time today despite all the things. I think the weather was really good in the morning. Definitely felt that heat in the afternoon though. I would say once 11-12 came along, it was like someone turned up the switch. And I always say, Alabama too. Georgia comes up and slaps you in the back of the head. Like, no, I'm hard, and you're gonna feel it. And I definitely feel it. I'm tired. My legs are tight, but I feel good because I feel like I've been training, and I felt really good going up the trails. I mean, there's a couple of times on the climbs that I felt fatigued, but I never felt like I had to stop and lay down and die like I sometimes used to feel. Didn't feel like my heart rate was going excessively. So I went a little long here, rambling on. I really want to talk as much. Like I said, it's about to get dark, so camera's doing a really good job, I think, of lightening things up. It is much darker than it appears in this video. But I've basically done well. I don't have any blisters that I'm aware of. Got a couple of spots that are a little sore from the shoes and the socks. The Lone Peaks did good. They finished the day. They just feel so soft. Like I don't feel like I'll have a lot of support. Like the Solomons are more firm on your feet, whereas the Lone Peaks are they're soft-sided. They don't hold you the same way and cradle you, but they do a good job and they cushion you. So that's good. The Injinji socks did well. So I'm happy with all those things. So I got to try them out. I'm going to sleep on my new air mattress tonight. We'll see how that goes. I got my new pillow back here, a Trekology pillow. I'm going to see how that goes. And, the downside is I may be leaving the trail. And the good thing is, though, that I'm going to get to see my family sooner than I expected. And that, to me, is always a plus. So thank you so much for taking time out of your day. Hope you enjoy the videos. I look forward to making them and continue to make them. Thank you for joining me. If you feel so inclined, subscribe. If you have any questions or comments or thoughts, please leave them below. I'll try to answer everybody that responds or leaves a comment. I try to answer them all. And as always, I really do appreciate you taking time out, all the well wishes that I received, looking forward to this hike as well, and the positive messages I received. So thank you again for all of you that sent me emails or comments wishing me well. Wish it would have turned out differently, but it is what it is. I have another trip coming up shortly. That's going to be more like a day trip. I have just local hikes that I'm going to try to do, day hikes I should say, not local. I will be traveling. I already have a trip planned. I started planning it before I left. It's going to be in July. That's just going to be day trips. I got maybe 2 or 3 small trips I'm going to do, trails that I'm going to hit on a trip. And I'm going to try to just do them. They're short, nothing like these trails. And then my big one will be in August, September. And then now I'm going to start planning another hike. So I don't think I'll be able to do anything until next year, other than the hike in California. So I've already spoke to Ron Brown about taking me to the Pinhoti so I can finish that trail in February probably. I know it's cold, but I like hiking the cold weather. It's much more enjoyable to me. If you can handle the nighttime cold, the daytime is usually no problem. So I'm looking forward to doing that. I want to finish the Georgia portion of the Pinhoti, and I think I'll be doing that in February now. So I look forward to doing that and getting that out of the way and finishing that trail and moving on to something else. So that's it for now. Till we meet again.